Welcome back to The Exchange. Let's catch you up on a few stories that should be on your radar. Time for today's Tech Check, and we've got a trio of topics to cover. Deirdre Bosa is standing by in San Francisco, so let's get right into those stories. First up, Deirdre, a group of lawmakers are traveling from Capitol Hill to California this week to meet with Apple CEO Tim Cook and other Silicon Valley executives. What, pray tell, could be on the agenda? And is it China-related?
Exactly. China unites both sides of the aisle. We know this is a bipartisan issue. So the group of lawmakers, they start in Hollywood. They meet with Bob Iger and other executives from entertainment and media before heading up here to where I am, the Bay Area, to meet with Silicon Valley executives and VC firms. So, of course, China's on the agenda. They want to know what that reliance looks like as sort of these bilateral tensions grow. Of course, we know that a company like Apple is hugely reliant, hugely profitable thanks to its business, thanks to manufacturing and supply chain that comes out of China. So they're going to be facing, Tim Cook and other executives are going to be facing hard questions. What does their diversification look like? And a lot of these companies have taken the strategy China plus one. So they're not relying just on China. So you don't get a situation like what we saw earlier this year in Zhengzhou, known as iPhone City, but they're diversifying to other places like Vietnam, India, even here, America, Dom. That's what lawmakers are going to be interested in.
All right, so Deirdre, let's move you on to what's happening with Alphabet and Google announcing a new plan to cut costs across the company, and that includes, believe it or not, cutting back on some of the services and supplies they offer to employees. We talked about it earlier. Are you a Boston stapler or a swingline stapler person? Apparently, those are actually in play right now.
Yeah, staplers have been the one that have caught the imagination. Our .com reporter, Jen Elias, did a great job getting a hold of some internal emails that showed that there's cuts taking place. But if you take it as a whole, Dom, and this has really been a question for Alphabet and Sundar Pichai all year, these are really cuts around the edges. We haven't seen the kind of layoffs that we've seen at Amazon and Meta, for example. It's been about 6% of Google's workforce. I guess it begs the question, are more on the way? Do we move beyond staplers and snacks to see more cuts to sort of more of the core businesses like we have seen, for example, at Meta and Amazon? But if you look at sort of what's happened at big tech, Alphabet did not hire as much as the ones I just mentioned. Amazon and Meta, they doubled their workforces since the beginning of the pandemic. Alphabet increased its by more than 50%. But in this sort of year of efficiency, when investors are looking for profitability, do they need to do more is the real question.
All right, so there's Apple in the news and there's Alphabet in the news. Now let's move on to JP Morgan Chase CEO Jamie Dimon, Deirdre, releasing his annual letter to shareholders today. We've talked about what he's saying about the banking crisis, but he also did address artificial intelligence and, by the way, just how important it could be to JP Morgan Chase in the coming years.
Yeah, and who's not addressing artificial intelligence? So Jamie Dimon did so as well in that letter, and he said that they've already been using AI applications, and it's actually helped them, he says, significantly decrease risk in our retail business. He's been using AI to reduce fraud and illicit activity. But, Dom, I got to turn here because I think actually the more interesting part of that letter was when Jamie Dimon outlined JP Morgan's cloud usage. He gave us sort of a peek under the hood, and we can see that they're using an on-prem as well as a public cloud strategy. He said that they've spent over $2 billion building new cloud-based data centers. And he also said that over 50% of their application portfolio runs now on the cloud. So when you try to size up the TAM, the total addressable market, which many are trying to do now for cloud, is it as big an opportunity, bigger, less of an opportunity than the market has sort of been thinking? He gave us a peek under the hood of a big organization like JP Morgan, and you can tell that there's a lot more to go here. So I thought that was really interesting, in addition to the AI stuff related as well, right? Because AI takes a lot of computing power.
All right.
Power.
There it is. Power. Public, private, and hybrid clouds alike. Deirdre Bosa, anchor of our Tech Check desk, thank you very much.